He captured the hearts of people all across Georgia and the whole country. We watched each step of his incredible journey as he battled back from a traumatic brain injury. Tonight, we mourn with Tripp Halstead's family and remember a little boy who everyone loved. Good evening to you. I'm Sine Simpson.
Hello, I'm Tom Haines. 7-year-old Tripp Halstead spent almost all of his young life defying the odds. Sadly, last night he lost his battle. Tripp suffered a traumatic brain injury in October 2012 when a tree branch fell on him as he played outside his Winder daycare. Since that day, his mother has documented every success and every struggle on Facebook.
Well, many of us have followed every post, including the one yesterday when Stacy Halstead talked about Tripp's labored breathing and rushing him to the hospital. Well, just hours later, we learned Tripp had died. Fox 5's Portia Bruner joins us in the studio now with a look at Tripp's story.
Well, Thompson, this is certainly not the ending any of us ever envisioned, right? After all, Tripp was the world's toughest toddler, the little boy who made a big comeback after that tree branch fell and struck his head. We had all grown so accustomed to watching him grow and thrive, so it was hard to believe the news as it spread last night. But Stacy Halstead says in her words now that his little body was just done fighting.
Good morning, look who's already awake. Look who's already awake and so happy this morning.
This is the Tripp Halstead we all came to know and love and cheer for, as those bright eyes and that beautiful smile reassured his mother and the world that he was okay and getting better by the day.
You're sitting up like a big boy, you're turning your head. Hi.
The world watched Tripp grow and thrive in his small Georgia town through the lens of a Facebook page that Bill and Stacy Halstead shared with the world, which is why we were all so stunned to see the heartbreaking words Stacy posted about her 7-year-old late Thursday night. Our amazing, perfect, beautiful miracle of a son, Tripp Hughes Halstead, passed away at 5:47 p.m. He was our whole world, she wrote. An unexpected end to a story of triumph that began 5.5 years ago during Hurricane Sandy. Strong winds from the outer bands of the hurricane brought down a huge tree outside the Winder Child Care Center where Tripp was playing in October 2012. He was just 2 years old when a tree branch hit his little skull. No one knew if he'd live through the first night.
The day that we were pretty much told that that was the end, we just broke down and, I don't know, we were both uncontrollable in the room.
But that darkness turned to light. Tripp was a fighter, and 1.3 million people followed his progress on Facebook as his parents gave us a wide-open view of his recovery and his milestones.
My dude! Hey, buddy. Awesome.
But life, as we all know, comes with twists and turns, and Tripp's body made a turn that this little warrior just couldn't fight. In her post, Stacy says his little body was just done fighting this last infection. His little heart gave out. This winter was brutal for him. And I'm just so thankful, she says. He had the best summer ever. On Facebook, Bill and Stacy also thanked the 1.3 million Facebook followers who prayed and cheered for Tripp over the last 5.5 years, calling them loyal and outstanding. This afternoon, Evans Funeral Home announced visitation will be this Sunday, March 18th, from 3 p.m. until 7 p.m. at the Jefferson Civic Center, with a memorial service starting immediately afterwards. Now, the service, as was every part of Tripp's amazing journey, will be open to the public. Sine?
Oh, thanks so much, Portia. You know, Tripp Halstead's family has been very open about his journey on social media, so it's truly only fitting that thousands of you turned to social media to express your condolences to Tripp's family. We heard from Shelby Griffith Williford, who said, "Oh my heart goes out to this special, special family. My prayers are with you." Meredith said, "News of the passing of Tripp Halstead literally took my breath away." We also heard from Susan Smith Barr O'Kelly, who said, "We have loved Tripp and all of his family for 5 years. May God give them the peace and comfort that only He can give. One other note from Ruth Allen Finley, who said, with much sadness, I send thoughts and prayers to your family. If you'd like to share your memories of Tripp Halstead, we invite you to go to Fox 5 Atlanta's Facebook page, or you can tweet us at Fox 5 Atlanta. Just use the hashtag Tripp Halstead, and we're going to share more of your memories in our next hour.
Such touching sentiments, Sine.